strength and conditioning coaches. They are all movement trainers and movement specialists. They all are. Well, more or less specialized, but they are. It's all movement.
It is. And, there's an interesting aspect that's going on right now in 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu with breakdancers. There's a bunch of these guys like Richie Martinez, who was a breakdancer, like amazing breakdancer, and his brother Gio. These guys, they can do crazy shit with their body. They're standing on one hand and spinning around, and because of that...
You have another term, hip-hop. It's a lot about how you control your hips, which is the fundamental of jiu-jitsu.
I don't think that's hip-hop. I don't think that's where it's like, because it rhymes. It came from like
hip-hop, breakdance, they're different...
Sugar Hill Band, hip-hop, a hibbity hip-hop.
What you don't know, Joe, those guys had incredible movement. They didn't show it much.
They had to carry those chains.
Their rhymes overshadowed their fucking their stability, their core stability.
There's the dance, and then there's the music, and then there's in breakdancing you're gonna use.
Look at these guys.
You're gonna use your hips like crazy. A lot of those movements are achieved because you have great hip control. In jiu-jitsu, you must have great grip control.
Look at this.
Hip control.
Play that from the beginning, Jamie. Watch what this guy can do. This is just one of the breakdance. Look at he's standing on his fucking head, just his head. But the control,
all sorts of stuff. Absolutely.
Well, these guys, when Eddie first started training them and rolling with them, he was amazed at how freakishly strong they were. And, you look at them, they look like regular people. But it's the physical control of their body is just spectacular because of, it's essentially similar to gymnastics in a lot of ways. Like, look at this fucking guy.
That's Smeagol level.
Oh, my God.
But
he's
at the same time,
himself and walking on his hands. This is nuts, man. That is fucking nuts. What's the name of this video, Jamie, so if people are listening they can watch this? 10th Planet Breakdance Crew Freak Show. Yeah, they all call themselves Freak Show. He's got he owns 10th Planet San Diego.
Yeah, is he trying to submit himself?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, he can submit himself. There's a couple of those kids that could put themselves in triangles, like legitimately put themselves in triangles. Look at this fucking... Look at this shit.
I'm sassing, but I admire at the same time the skill. There's no doubt.
There's no doubt. Well, the physical control of the body is just spectacular.
Right.
And this is the first time I've seen this, but I mean, I can see the application to combat sports.
Oh, yeah.
Immediately.
I've rolled with a couple of these guys. They're fucking freaks. Like, you can't hold on to them. They move all over the place, and they can catch you and shit from all sorts of weird angles. Like, look at that. He's on one hand, and he puts his legs in full lotus, standing on one hand, jumping up and down. It's nuts. 10th
Planet Jiu-Jitsu is a very explorative, innovative school of Jiu-Jitsu, and in the game of MMA, those gyms who also are open and collaborative are going to keep themselves, at the upper echelon, and those who don't evolve will disappear because it is indeed the methods. The end result is the same. It's the fight. It's fighting, but the methods to get there and to be proficient at it. It boils down to the methods that you use, and with Carlos, there was no resistance when I approached him and started to train. He talked to his coaches about it, and they may not understand right away exactly what it was about or what it was going to bring to his game, but they were at least open to it, and eventually they saw what together we've been able to improve and achieve, and if it didn't have that attitude, then Carlos would have not benefited.
Did you contact Jackson and Winklejohn before you worked with Erwan, or did you try it out first and go, hey, I think I'm onto something?
I don't know. I don't remember how that worked, but what was really interesting, and Erwin touched on it earlier, was that they saw the same thing. They both watched. So after the
widening the stance,
and the ability to move forward and back. Me and Greg Jackson sat, and he wanted to watch a couple of my fights, and he wanted to see what we were doing well and what we needed improvement on. Saw a few things, and I started work with Erwin completely independently, and we're walking on logs and this and that, and he's like, well, this is kind of a plan that I have for you, and this is what I see. And it was exactly the same thing that Greg Jackson, who is considered to be one of the most brilliant minds in MMA, saw. Irwin is a movement.